Welcome to another episode of Inside Eastern Utah. I am your host, Scotty Draper, and I am here today with Carbon County Commissioner Jake Mellor, and we are talking about a fun new event that is coming this summer to Carbon County called Warrior Days. And Jake has kind of spearheaded this, along with many volunteers have gotten involved to make this a great event for the residents of Carbon County this summer. So Jake, thank you for joining us today.
Scotty, it's a pleasure to be here.
And it is exciting what is happening this summer. Can you talk a bit about what Warrior Days is and how it came about?
You know, Scotty, it's a bit of a change, and I think people are ready for change. Warrior Days, here in Carbon County, there's been a lot of events in the surrounding communities in prior years, but this year, it seemed to be an open space on the calendar. Mm-hmm. And we wanted to do something to show our appreciation for the veterans and those who served, those emergency responders, as well as those who battle every day. In fact, we've actually, we're using the slogan or the theme of those who've been to battle and those who battle every day mm-hmm. to go along with our Warrior Day celebration.
Fantastic.
And it kind of came about because several members of the community, all volunteers pretty much, met with me, and we thought, hey, how great would it be to have a bigger than ever before celebration, to use the rodeo arena, the arena out at the fairgrounds, mm-hmm. and do an outdoor concert, do a bull riding event. We haven't had that in over a dozen years that most people can recall. And just have a lot of fun events all at the same time. We've got motocross, we've got a foam dance, mm-hmm. we've got a lot of really exciting things, and we're pulling it all together largely through the use of volunteers and you know, other people who are passionate about one thing or another. There's a PYSA soccer tournament, mm-hmm. and really all it is various groups and members of the community getting together to make something great happen. And I think that goes to show what Carbon County stands for, is that even though times might be hard, or you know, we might be having to do hard things, we can pull together and we can still have a great time. Mm-hmm.
And it has come together quickly, a lot of hard work in a very short amount of time. And what it's going to be like, for those that don't know, is it's actually going to kick off with SUPA's annual Energy Days. People are pretty familiar with that. Every year on the 4th of July, they can expect a lot of fun out at the fairgrounds, courtesy of SUPA. So can you talk a bit about what people can expect from the start leading through the whole weekend?
Of course, yes. So Energy Days, there's 3 hours of amazing events that mm-hmm. bring in about 5,000 people. And that's the yearly thing.
And that's one of the biggest events in the county, I would say, each year.
The County Derby and Energy Days itself mm-hmm. are two of the largest events that we host. Building off of Energy Days, we're going to have more events out and around those 3 hours as well during the 4th, which kicks off on a Wednesday. Mm-hmm. And then Thursday, we're going to have lunch with veterans. And so come with a veteran or come to have lunch with a veteran. What an opportunity during the celebration of our independence to sit down with a veteran and talk to them about life, mm-hmm. talk to them about what they're dealing with now and today, and you know, you might even have luck with a couple who are willing to share a few stories. And so come and enjoy just time with a veteran, those people who've given more for our country than most anyone else. Mm-hmm. And surprisingly, we have a very large number of veterans here locally. I think veterans of foreign wars, there's like 200, American Legion, there's more than that. Mm-hmm. There's the disabled vets, there's the Marines, there's several different groups and organizations of veterans here locally. And I don't think people realize how many of our local citizens have served our country. Mm-hmm. And this is an opportunity for everyone to come and find out. So lunch with a veteran.
And that's going to be on Thursday, July 5th, right?
Exactly, yep. And I want everyone to know that there's also going to be a carnival all 4 days. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We've got a carnival here right. that's going to be in town. Bring the family, bring the kids, have a lot of fun. We're going to have cornhole tournament, mm-hmm. and then we're going to have a free movie night out in the soccer field also on Thursday.
Great.
And so for all the teens or young adults or people who just mm-hmm. want to go see a free movie, there will be concessions. Show up around dusk, and there in the soccer fields, mm-hmm. there will be a big screen theater that Price City is letting us use, a big mm-hmm. screen that we can project on. And we'll be watching The Greatest Showman And then right after that, we'll be watching Black Panther.
Great.
So night out in the soccer fields. It'll be wonderful for the whole community.
And also on Thursday, something that's going to be fun is the dunk tank. Can you talk about that? Because I think that might be what some people are most excited about.
So you can actually sign up to dunk your favorite politician.
Uh-huh.
And they don't necessarily even have to be your favorite.
I was going to say favorite or least favorite.
So if you'd like to dunk me or one of the other political candidates
Uh-huh.
or one of the other politicians, feel free to sign up. You can register for a specific person and for a specific time, and you can come and give it a shot. You can pay for so many balls and throw them and see if you can't
Take your
get us
chance.
wet. I think a few of us are actually planning on wearing suits and ties. And so, come and get us wet. It'll be a warm day, so we're looking forward to it.
Great. So that's Thursday, and then take us into Friday.
All right, so Friday, starting things off with something unique. Again, a little bit of change, but I think everyone's going to like it. We've got mounted shooters.
Oh, yes.
And so there's been a few showings here locally of the mounted shooters. One of the first Friday events, they had a mounted shooter up and down Main Street in Helper. And so these people are on horses, and they're shooting at targets. Now, the round that they're shooting through their little musket of a gun, it doesn't go very far, but it goes far enough to hit a target. And it's just a really unique and amazing event to come and watch. That'll be held in the roping arena outside of the main arena.
Beginning at 9,
Beginning
right?
at 9 o'clock on Friday, yes. And a free event for everyone to come and watch. And we'll have some folks from out of town that are coming to compete here locally. It'll be a really neat event. Again, we've got the carnival every day. We've got Diamond H Productions with the Castle Country Bull Blast.
Yes.
And so we're going to have some miniature bulls for perhaps some younger bull riders just to come and sign up and experience the bull riding event and everything else, and that'll be a lot of fun. And then a little bit later on, we're going to have some big bulls. And during the big bulls, there'll be an intermission where we'll have some fireworks that we'll light off too.
Great.
And I forgot to mention that, of course, every 4th of July we have a lot of fireworks
Yes.
here at the county. And so definitely mark your calendars to spend not only the 4th of July, but the entire week here in Carbon County. Invite your friends from out of town, your relatives. We've had several people comment that they were planning to go to St. George, they were planning to go to Moab, they were planning to go to Lake Powell, and now they're instead changing their plans to bring all their family and extended family here for this event. And that's what we want to hear. We're doing this event so that we can have our family and extended family come back to our area and that they have something to come back to. And it'll be a lot of fun. Moving on with Friday, Friday night after the bull riding event, there'll also be that foam dance. And that'll be kind of exciting and unique. The college and the high school, they've done a paint dance and a few different things. This won't be quite as messy. It'll just be foam. But it'll be dance in the warm night air with foam and live music, and it'll be very exciting. There'll be, when I say live music, it'll be done by a DJ, and it'll just be a lot of fun for everyone. Saturday, moving right into things, we've got PYSA tournament, we've got carnival, we've got horseshoe tournament. So very exciting. You can't ever have a big county event without cornhole and without horseshoes.
Without horseshoes.
Right.
And then you throw fireworks into the mix, and you got a great time.
And I guess the big kickoff is we've been doing some pre-sale tickets for bull riding, for the concert. Companies are buying VIP tables, and we've got everything all lined up in the big arena so that people can have a little pit area. They can buy special tickets to be down there, and, or you can have seated around it in kind of an inner bowl, and then there's the grandstands, which would be considered kind of an outer bowl seating arrangement. Ticket prices vary depending on where you're sitting, but there'll be a 3-band concert later in the evening with Trailer Park Rebels, with Pat Swenson, and then Daryl Worley.
Yes.
And Daryl Worley has a few patriotic songs, and he's just amazing. It's a very appropriate time for him to be here in Carbon County. We lucked out in getting him here. We really did. If he wasn't doing another event the day before and then another one, right after, and we weren't just right in between, it wouldn't have worked
The
out.
cards all fell into place.
It did. It really did. And as you mentioned, events like this usually take, 9 months to plan.
The second it gets over, you're usually starting to plan the next year with stuff like this. They're big undertakings.
This is our first go at it. And we would just love everyone here in the community to support this event. This event is for people here in Carbon County. It's really exciting. We'd love for them to show their patriotism. I'd love for them to show support for that segment of the population that we haven't yet talked about, which is those with special needs. It could be those who are fighting addictions. It could be those who are depressed or have just lost their job. It could be those with PTSD. It could be those with special needs. So that section of the population we're going to actually recognize during this event. There will be a Harley-Davidson ride from Timpanogos down to here.
Yes.
And that'll be a benefit ride for the Angel of Hope fundraiser. There will be a Special Olympics on Saturday for a Special Olympics junior rodeo, so to speak, of where the high school rodeo team will be helping the special needs folks have their own little rodeo experience.
Which I think that's a first time
Ever.
thing. That's
Here.
never happened before.
Now, they do
here.
it at the state level, and they do it at nationals, but we've never done it in Carbon County. And so it'll be a special treat for, a lot of our citizens here locally. And the high school rodeo team will hand in hand help the special need folks, just have the experience with some of these animals. It'll be safe, it'll be fun. We'll have some shade tents, and we'll make it a real special experience for them. The National Guard will also be there and have some vehicles for display. And we'll have, I forgot, on the 4th, we're having a patriotic parade.
Yes, there's so much, it's hard to remember
to get
everything.
it all. Yes. So, from the 4th of July through the 7th, there will be a military presence of some kind. And it'll be a very special experience for everyone who's there. An opportunity for you to show your kids, to introduce them to some of our local heroes, whether they're emergency responders or military or what have you.
Certainly, and this is a lot of information we're pushing at people. Where can they go to find all of this information, purchase tickets, all of that?
CastleCountryEvents.com.
Okay.
CastleCountryEvents.com.
So if there's nothing you remember from this episode, remember that website because all this information's going to be
And
right
I was
there.
told to say it 3 times, so CastleCountryEvents.com.
Yes, and then we'll have Micah put it across the bottom so you can read it a few times too.
Very good, yes. So CastleCountryEvents.com. If you pre-register or pre-purchase your tickets, you can be entered to win some Disneyland tickets. And so it's pretty amazing. So sign up today and start making your holiday plans, and let's make something big happen here in Carbon County.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Jake, and talking a bit about the upcoming Warrior Days. Don't forget, it is happening July 4th through the 7th this year. We'll kick off with SUPA's Energy Days on the 4th and continue through Saturday and wrap up with the Daryl Worley concert. It should be a fun time. So if you would like more information, visit CastleCountryEvents.com. You can purchase tickets, find a schedule, and learn more. Thanks again, Jake.
Thank you, Scotty.
And stay tuned. We'll be back in a few minutes on Inside Eastern Utah.